Hello from Seoul? Let me guess, this year you decided to start cooking more at home, but after work or school, you're exhausted and you don't want to spend lots of time in the kitchen, especially on a busy weeknight, right? But from now, don't worry about it and just follow my lead. If you do, you will have one of the best Korean barbecues in under 15 minutes. Alright, are you guys ready? Let's get started. Today, we're gonna be making kaibi, one of the best Korean barbecues. What? You can't believe that we can make it in under 15 minutes? Don't worry about it, we can do it. But I didn't count the marinating time, but I'm not gonna say sorry, because if you make a big batch and store it in the fridge or freezer, whenever you're craving some delicious kaibi, you can just pull it out of the fridge and bam! Your dinner is ready. Pretty good deal, right? For this, you will need some pork, onion, green onion, apple, and Korean pear. That's it. What? There's no Asian supermarket near your place, so you can't get this Korean pear? Don't worry about it. You can just replace it with an apple. So just use what you have. That's the best. Alright, let's start with the marinade. Get yourself one medium-sized onion, 100 grams of green onions, half a pear, one apple, and just roughly chop them. Here, you don't have to chop it nicely, like serving it to your girlfriend's parents or your boss, because we're gonna throw everything in a blender. But before you do that, don't forget to take out the core, because you can't make them look stupid with these little seeds stuck in their teeth. Trust me, it happens sometimes, but don't get me wrong, it's not my story. Now add 1.5 cups of water and just blend it up until nice and smooth. These fruits and vegetables will add a nice sweetness to your marinade, and they're also gonna help tenderize our meat. What? You wanna get this kind of tip more and more? I'm so glad you brought that up, because I made it for you. With this one book, you can cook more than 100 delicious Korean dishes like a pro. So don't forget to order my book today. The link is in the description. Once everything is nice and smooth, put it in a mixing bowl. And then to that, add 1 cup of soy sauce, half a cup of mirin, 2.5 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of corn syrup, 3 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil, 3 tablespoons of minced garlic, half a tablespoon of grated ginger, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1.5 tablespoons of dark soy sauce, half a cup of dark brown sugar, and give that a good mix until the sugar is dissolved. Here, the dark brown sugar is not only gonna give us a beautiful color, but it's also gonna add a unique flavor to the marinade. But as always, just because of this, you don't have to go grocery shopping. If you don't have it, you can just use white sugar. No problem at all. And then, if you're looking for that restaurant taste, add 1 teaspoon of MSG. What? You think I can't make it taste good without this bad boy? Who do you think I am? I'm just trying to catch the slight taste difference with it. That's why I always use a teeny tiny amount of MSG in my recipes. What? You don't buy it? Alright, challenge accepted. Let me prove it without using it. Now let's talk about the pork. Kalbi means ribs in Korean, but a lot of restaurants use a mix of ribs and Boston butt, because ribs are very expensive in Korea and hard to work with. So let's just go for Boston butt today. Don't worry about it. Still gonna be fantastic. Alright, let's cut it into slices, about a ½ inch in thickness, and then score them on both sides. Here, you don't have to make deep cuts, just a little scratch on the surface will be enough. What? You don't have enough time, or it sounds like a hassle? Don't worry about it, you can skip it, but if you want to show off to your girlfriend or boyfriend, this is unnecessary. The result will be totally different. Alright, let's marinate our pork. Add the pork pieces one by one and gently move it around so that it can coat our pork beautifully. And once that's done, give them some privacy in the fridge for 12 hours. But that's for the people who sell this. I think 4 hours would be enough. Don't get me wrong, it's not because my hungry bird at home is threatening me. Alright, it's been 4 hours. Let's get cooking. In a pan, add a splash of oil and wipe off the excess. Turn the heat to medium-high, and once it gets nice and hot, add 2 or 3 pieces of your galbi and cook for about 5 to 6 minutes. This kind of marinated meat is really easy to burn, so when you pan fry this kind of meat, you need to constantly flip them. So try to flip them about every 30 seconds. That's the key. But if it's still about to burn, you can add a little bit more marinade or pour in some water. No problem at all. And while that's going, using your tongs and scissors, cut them into nice bite-sized pieces. For Korean-style galbi, you don't need a knife or fork. This will give you that authentic vibe. If you do this in front of your family or friends, trust me, they'll be like, oh, he knows some Korean stuff. He looks so cool. Yeah, this is how to show off. For information, it tastes even better if you cook it on a grill. So if you have an outdoor grill, give that a try. It's amazingly delicious, so you'll be surprised. Alright, once it's cooked through, remove from the pan and set it aside. Now you can just enjoy it with some lettuce and 쌈장, but let me show you a great way to plate this up. Get yourself a cast iron pan and heat it over medium heat. And then add a little bit of oil, a good amount of sliced onions, and wait until you get a beautiful sizzle. Once the onions soften up a little bit, place your beautifully cooked galbi and finish it off with some toasted sesame seeds and green onions. How does it look? It looks absolutely amazing, right? Alright, let's go to our taste tester. Claire?
Wow, smells insane. I feel like I'm in heaven. I'm super hungry. Let's give it a try. 특유의 그 갈비 냄새가 있네. 한번 먹어볼게. Ready? 우와. 와우. 맛있는데 잠깐 기다려봐. 양파랑도 먹어보자. 맛있어. 플레이팅을 왜 이런 식으로 했는지 이해가 되네. 양파랑 일단 갈비의 그 조합이 너무 맛있다. 고기는 부드럽고 양파에서 그 아삭함이 추가가 되는 게 너무 맛있어. But I know the secret of this plating. It's one of our favorite 돼지갈비 restaurants in Busan, right? 왜 돼지갈비 같은 경우는 밖에서 외식하면서 꼭 숯불에 구워야만 할 것 같은 그런 선입견이 있잖아. 근데 집에서 먹어도 충분히 그 맛을 잘 재현할 수 있네. 맛있다. 왜 우리가 딱 좋아하는 그 양념의 조합이잖아. 짭조름하면서 그 살짝 달콤한 그거. 모든 사람이 좋아할 수밖에 없는 그 맛이야. 너무 맛있다. 고기만 먹는데 손이 자꾸 왼손이 나도 모르게 자꾸 이렇게 쌈 쪽으로 가려 그래서 삶느라고 힘들었어. Can I make some 쌈? Let's make a lettuce wrap. 하나 가지고는 안 될 것 같아. 한 2개 정도는 넣어줘야. 갈비에 양념이 묻은 양파. The last one, the most important one, 쌈장. It's gonna balance out everything. Cheers! 역시 코리안 바베큐에는 이 상추쌈이 빠져서는 안 되는 것 같아. 상추쌈 먹기 전에도 맛있었는데 지금 딱 비교를 하잖아? It makes it perfect. 그리고 아까 말했던 것처럼 쌈장은 진짜 그 짭조름한 그 녀석이 확 킥 역할을 제대로 하는 것 같아. It boosts up all the flavors in there. So good. Another bite. Ready? 틈을 잡을 데가 없는데? 맛있는데? But I need some rice. Turning it out!
Since Claire says galbi should be with some rice, I brought this galbi rice bowl. For this, you will need some marinated galbi, a bowl of hot rice, green onion, soft boiled egg, and cucumber. Of course, you could just cook galbi and place it over the rice. But with these bad boys, it'll become more beautiful and nutritious. First, let's chop some green onions. How much? Just as much as you want. Told you, more green onion, more delicious. Next, take a cucumber and cut off the ends. And then just thinly slice it. This will add a nice freshness to your rice bowl. What? You're okay with raw cucumber but wanna add some Korean flavors today? Alright then, let's make a very simple dressing. In a small container, add 1 tablespoon of Korean chili pepper flakes, 1.5 tablespoons of vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, half a tablespoon of toasted sesame seeds, half a tablespoon of minced garlic, half a teaspoon of salt, and mix together until it's well combined. And then pour it over the cucumber and give it a little toss. Once everything is well coated, give it a quick taste and add more salt if it's needed. So simple, right? Alright, time for our galbi. Just like before, add a little bit of oil and wipe off the excess. Turn the heat to medium-high, and once it's heated, add 3 pieces of your marinated pork and cook for about 3 minutes. Once they're cooked on the outside, cut it into big bite-sized pieces with your tongs and scissors. And then add some marinade, which is about 1/3 of a cup, and let it simmer for another 3 minutes. Since they are cooked like a braising, it will make your pork more moist and tender, so it will go so well with the rice. Finally, it's time to assemble. Let's get some rice into a bowl and add a generous amount of galbi, and then top it up with some cucumber salad, green onion, and a soft boiled egg. Last but not least, sprinkle on some toasted sesame seeds. That's it! It's ridiculously simple, but looks super delicious, right? Alright, let's see how it tastes.
Claire,
이런 식으로 플레이팅 하니까 또 색다른 느낌이 나는데? I never thought of plating this way. Anyways, it looks super delicious. Let's give it a try. 내가 좋아하는 오이 무침에 갈비에 반숙까지 있네. 아까 짠뜩 먹었는데 또 먹고 싶네. Let's try the cucumber first. 여기서부터 이미 오이의 그 상큼한 냄새가 코를 막 자극하네. Ready? 매콤, 새콤, 달콤 완벽하게 그 조합이 예술이야. 맛있어. 이번엔 라이스볼답게 밥 위에다가 갈비를 같이 먹어보겠습니다. It's glistening. Cheers. 역시 돼지갈비는 밥이랑 먹어야 그 맛이 샥 살아. 아까 같은 플레이팅으로 하면은 사람들 초대해서 근사하게 대접하기 딱 좋은 그런 플레이팅인 것 같고, 요런 거는 그냥 나 혼자 소소하게 먹기 너무 좋고, 재워놓은 거 빠르게 조리해가지고 도시락통에 샥 넣어가지고 점심 식사로 가져가도 너무 괜찮을 것 같아. So good. It's gonna be great for your lunch or dinner. 아 진짜 맛있네. 파라 더했어. And a little bit of green onion. 심지어 쌈처럼 오이 무침까지. Ready? Challenge failed. 맛있어.
Today, I showed you how to make galbi. Making Korean traditional galbi, that sounds intimidating at first, right? But how was it? It's really simple. Not only that, if you make a head and store them in the freezer, you can enjoy that delicious Korean barbecue even on a busy weeknight. So once you try it, I'm pretty sure you will always want to have this in stock. Yeah, it's that simple, easy, and delicious. Alright, this is it for today. Don't forget to get my book, and I'll see you next time.